Hello, and good day to yous. Welcome back to Mass Effect. I lost track of time, and then I screwed up my camera's zoom, so that took a little bit to fix. But we're here now. And we are ready to move on to our next mission. Or at least explore this solar system. God, I don't know why my character has such low stamina that they can run for like 3 seconds. Can't let anybody see me wheezing. Right, need to zoom out. Alright, so I'm on Asteroid X57. I guess I could go check out... Was it Terra Nova that was going to get destroyed? Oh, is this not a destination? Oh, thank goodness. I can just read up on these. Terra Nova was one of the Class 1 colonization prospects discovered by the first wave of Alliance surveys in 2150. It was the second human extrasolar colony and the first beyond the Charon mass relay. It currently has the highest population of any Alliance colony. Though banded by a harsh equatorial desert, areas closer to the poles are temperate. The pace of development was modest until extensive deposits of platinum were discovered in the 2170s. This rare metal, required in the clean-burning hydrogen fuel cells that power private vehicles, attracted a platinum rush of immigrants and investment from throughout Alliance space. In the past 12 years, Terra Nova has seen a 30% rise in population, and growth does not appear to be slowing. Founded in 2152 with a population of 4.4 million, Scott is the capital. Its years are 50% longer. Days are also longer. Although I guess if you're living on the poles... Is there an... Oh yeah, almost certainly. The majority of sunlight is hitting the equator if that is the part that's, like, not habitable due to heat. And I guess the day-night cycle might be fairly normal. Bohr is a huge hydrogen-helium gas giant with over 90 moons. Its striking coloration is caused by the light of ionized hydrogen filtering through an upper cloud deck of sodium. Source of the ionization has not been confirmed, but Bohr's mass, equal to 6 Jupiters, and high temperature suggest it may be a small brown dwarf, a large gas giant that gained nearly enough mass to ignite into a small star. Though Bohr's deep gravity well makes mining operations difficult, it is the only gas giant in the system. The hydrogen needed for the local fuel cells industry, combined with the ever-present need for helium-3 fusion torch fuel, make it economical to mine. Takes 3.3 years to make an orbit. It's big. Ooh, and it spin fast. Only like a third of an Earth day. Tyr is compositionally quite similar to Earth. However, it lies over 4 AU from Asgard and possesses an atmosphere primarily composed of nitrogen and ethane. While a potential target for terraforming, the presence of the shirt sleeves, habitable Terra Nova in the same system relegated Tyr to a support role. Nearly 100 corporations, human and alien, have constructed extensive teleoperated mining, refining, and manufacturing facilities across the face of Tyr. Combined with the platinum loads of Terra Nova, the resources they produce are driving development of the local hydrogen fuel cell industries. The Asgard system now supplies nearly 4% of the galactic market. Founded a few years after the mainstay. Well, there's a good population of people there. 8 years to orbit. Day is almost twice as long. Slightly lower atmospheric pressure. It dang cold. Oh my god, Lidlow! Ah, how are you? Ah! I feel like I haven't seen you in a bit. I guess you asked me. I'm doing well. I just got back from a camping trip with some friends this week. First time I've been able to go in like 2 years, so that was nice. Loki is a small terrestrial world with little to recommend it. One hemisphere is largely covered by an ice cap, and the other by craggy basaltic highlands. The rough, varied terrain suggests an ancient cataclysm caused significant damage to the world. This is seemingly reinforced by its unusually elliptical orbit, which reaches 6.5 AU at perigee and 7.1 at apogee. Penetrating scans of Loki's ice cap reveal a network of crisscrossing subterranean tunnels. Because some of the tunnels were surprisingly regular in shape and size, early expeditions looked for evidence of excavation. It was concluded they formed by natural processes. Loki's thin atmosphere is mainly composed of krypton and xenon. When it approaches perigee, frozen sulfur trioxides and dioxides can evaporate into clouds on the hemisphere facing Asgard. Ooh, takes a long time for it to get around. Days are like 3 times as, well no, 2.5 times as long. Very cold. Very low gravity. For how large it is in comparison to some of these others, I'm kind of surprised. Must be very, like, hollow on the inside. I'm not allowed to travel to these places. Okay. Oh, thank God. I thought space was going to be impossibly large to navigate. So I was at the Citadel. Oh, wait. There is more in here. Exodus Cluster. Utopia. Where am I allowed to land here? Xanadu's atmosphere is composed of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of potassium with deposits of calcium. Its location in the deep cold of the outer system and its lack of any valuable resources leave little to recommend it. 1,000 years to orbit. Wow. Yeah, not a lot going on there. Nirvana has a trace atmosphere of xenon and krypton. The surface is a mix of water ice and iron oxides, with cryovolcanic plumes of potassium concentrated around the equatorial ring. Nirvana has little of commercial or scientific interest, though a few geological research stations were constructed in the early 2160s. All have been shut down for years. The Alliance maintains an automated ice cracking station, which has quietly stockpiled a large amount of deuterium fuel for use by the fleet. 130 years, not bad. Arcadia, an unusually large terrestrial world, has a dense atmosphere composed of nitrogen and helium. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of alkaline basalts, but metal deposits are plentiful. Though several spectacular examples of columnar basalt formation offer scenic beauty, Arcadia's hostile environment has precluded commercial development. Moves around fairly quickly. About the same daytime. But it's hot. It's hot, 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 hot. As it probably would be moving at that speed. Eden Prime. This idyllic agrarian world was one of the first human colonies established beyond the Charon mass relay. Eden Prime's biosphere is unusually well suited for importation of Earth-native life. Its fertility drew heavy immigration and development by the system's lions and various corporations. Today, Eden Prime is a model of sustainable organized development. The population has housed space-efficient arcologies that tower over thousands of kilometers of green fields and orchards. Well, also 2152 did a lot of expanding in the 2150s. Pop of 3.7 mil. Constant capital. Years are a fair bit longer. Days are over twice as long. Yeah, it kind of just sounds like slow Earth. Xeon is a hydrogen-helium gas giant even larger than Jupiter. Despite its deep gravity well and lethal radiation, it supports a small helium-3 mining industry. The reason is simple. As the only gas giant in Utopia, it is the only local source of fuel for Eden Prime's power stations and spaceports. Xeon has 112 satellites ranging from captured asteroids to the moon of Asphodel, which is large enough to retain a thick atmosphere. 1,000 people sounds like a lot, but to mine an entire planet for fuel, yeah, that sounds fine. 52 years to orbit. 10-hour days. Is your work shift just 1 day on, 1 day off? I think that's everybody. Unless there's somebody hiding on that outer ring. Nope. Alright, I've seen Utopia. I've seen Asgard. No one else in this cluster. I believe I was on my way to... Oh yeah, Pharos. Which means I still have to make a jump to Hades Gamma. I've got to go to Novaria eventually. Strenna System, Horsehead Nebula. Century System, Hawking Edda. Hydra System, Argos Rho. Hydra, Argus Rho. Century, Hawking. Strenus Horsehead. Okay, so I gotta go to Hawking all the way over there. Argus Row. Voyager? But I guess on my way to Pharos, I'll have to make a stop at Hades. There's the Antaeus. And the Farinata. Is there gonna be some sort of complication as I'm like jumping between these places?
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, we've got a situation that requires your expertise. A group of fanatical biotics have kidnapped the chairman of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies. Their freighter sustained damage and is dead in space. Get in there and take them down.
What kind of resistance should I expect?
The biotics were seen loading equipment into the freighter. Expect traps and combat drones. Nothing you can't handle.
What are the biotics asking for?
They're L2 biotics, and most of them are suffering major side effects from the implants. The subcommittee denied a request for reparations to all L2 biotics. Apparently they'd like the chairman to reconsider.
What's the priority on saving the chairman?
Saving him would be my preference, but we must make it clear that these tactics don't work, Commander.
Oh,
Your top priority
darn.
is to neutralize the biotics.
Understood, Admiral. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate you taking the time, Commander. I'm sending you the last known coordinates of the freighter. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
The MSV Ontario's just floating out in space. Dunchagan is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and nitrogen in its atmosphere. It has an unusually small number of moons for a gas giant, a mere 7. This is no doubt due to the star Farinata capturing the majority of the mass during the nebular collapse that created the system. So, a lot of clusters of space debris just orbiting this system. Nepnu. With a rare combination of features, Nepnu is of particular interest to the scientific community. Nepnu is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. As with all the worlds of Farinata, its surface is scorching hot. The crust mainly consists of silicates laced with iron. 302 years to orbit, 30 hours, low atmosphere, and yeah, 850 degrees. What this? Rocky asteroid. Did not realize I could find stuff like that. Juntauma is a small, broiling terrestrial world. Its thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane is being steadily blown off by the powerful solar wind from the star Farinata. Its surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of copper. Its density is low enough to leave the world tidally locked to Farinata. The Alliance Defense Data Network notes that several ships have been spotted cruising near Juntauma, with transponders turned off. On Alliance, patrol attempted to pursue one of them, the unidentified vessel rabbited to FTO. Its trail was lost when it obscured its light in the confusion of signals on the Anansi Ishtar shipping lane. There's a couple of things for me to follow up on once I'm done with this mission. The Ontario is a Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design, configured for mixed freight and passenger hauling. It is making a hard burn for the cover of an asteroid cluster. Knock knock, coming aboard. So I used I used Rex and Garrus on the last mission. I don't think I've used these two yet. Alright, you're using your shotgun. You're using your pistol. Points. Need to allocate points. Done with those two. Ooh, hacking enemies, eh? The fact that there's going to be a lot of bionics on this mission makes me think I should go into this one. And... be one short of advanced damping. More damping. Sabotage, overload, and damping. Or shield capacity, damping. And Rex is still fine from his last mission. Things and stuff.
Intruders! Kill the hostage!
Damn, let's move.
Ow!
I will destroy you!
I see I'm dead. Bro just threw me and I was done. Alright, get in there. Oop.
Intruders! Kill the hostage!
Bro, come on. Let me do anything.
Intruders! Kill the hostage!
I'm dead. God, there's so many of them. Oh my god. Alright, I actually had an opportunity to do stuff that time. God, I can't even imagine what this is like on harder difficulties. Let me up! Let me up! Okay, how do I throw a friggin' grenade? I think it was R2? Or no,
Get down!
X, okay.
I gotta be more careful.
You're good to go.
Man, look at this huge diverse field I could have used. But I was too busy getting cornered.
See how it is? You write letters and everyone ignores you.
force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish this charade?
Please, I was trying to help you people.
Let's not do anything we're all going to regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
But I've changed my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants, but you voted against reparations.
I want Burns to get his comeuppance, but resolving this peacefully is probably best.
Think about this. Burns is the one man who can help you.
Yes, if you release me, I can take another look at the reparations request.
What? We're supposed to trust you? Sure, you promise us freedom and say everything will be fine, but as soon as we surrender, you'll double-cross us.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take another look. Right, Burns?
Absolutely. I had no idea that the L2 biotics were this desperate. If I'd known...
If I thought this could come back to bite me in the ass, I probably would have thought about it more.
You're right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me. I'll see to it that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
Then you weren't doing your job. The 5th Fleet cruiser will pick you and the prisoners up.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me.
Stuff. What else we got on this ship? Malfunctioning. Looks fine to me. Rex? Buddy? Oh, no one wants to talk. Is there not going to be some treasure hidden in one of these corners? Oh, disappointing. Oh well. Well, that was a short and sweet mission.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Oh, another one.
Thank you for dealing with the hostage situation, Commander. Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully.
After killing
Your
like
assistance
8
above
people.
and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander. 5th Fleet out.
Let's see, we got... This large asteroid has several smaller bodies orbiting it. Light metal surveyed. While scanning this asteroid, you detect a large deposit of magnesium. Alright, found some ore. Prothean data disk recovered. Scans of Juntama revealed a derelict freighter in mid-stage orbital decay. Your salvage team boarded the vessel and determined it had been attacked by raiders. There was little of value still on board, but the team did find a Prothean data disk. I'm finding a couple of those, it seems. While scanning this planet, you detected a large deposit of thorium on a nearby moon. I'm presumably collecting these resources. Vemel is an enormous terrestrial world of mixed rock and ice with an atmosphere of methane and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of calcium with deposits of iron. Because of noxious surface gases, explorers are warned to use extreme caution. Wee bit cold. Scans from orbit have detected a large deposit of uranium. Ploba is the second and by far the larger of Antaeus' two gas giants. Active scans by survey maps have returned tantalizing indications of massive solid structures deep within the atmosphere, too regular in pattern to be anything natural. Some believe Ploba is a Jupiter brain, a planet-sized supercomputer. Adherents of this theory have fruitlessly beamed signals toward the sunken megastructures, hoping to get the machine's attention. Others believe that an ancient spacefaring race disposed of their weapons of war by dumping them into the planet. The last attempt to reach and salvage Ploba's deep anomalies went tragically wrong, and ended with a crew of 12 being trapped and crushed in the gas giant's lower atmosphere. Honodor is a moderately sized ice world with an extremely thin atmosphere composed of krypton and xenon. Its frozen surface is unusually smooth, suggesting widespread repaving by cryovolcanic processes, though no such activity is currently evident. Very cold indeed. Edmos is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane in its atmosphere. If Trebin's terraforming is successful, it is expected that a helium-3 fuel refining facility for the system will be set up here. While scanning the planet, you detect a large concentration of hydrogen. During the initial survey of the Anitus system, only a single flyby probe was spared for the small scorched world of a gecko. It revealed a planet unusually rich in heavier elements, given its size. The gecko is a standard terrestrial with a thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its crust is mainly composed of magnesium with deposits of cobalt and other heavy metals. Due to extremely rough created terrain, starships are discouraged from landing. Trivin is a modest terrestrial world. With an atmosphere composed of nitrogen and argon, its surface is mainly composed of nickel with deposits of silver. Trevin's environment is relatively mild, but the scarcity of water or similar enabling substances has prevented the development of any biosphere. Exogeni Corp recently performed a test impact of a single water ice comet into the surface, the first step of a long-term plan to thicken the atmosphere and introduce water to the environment. A survey team is on the surface, monitoring the geological and meteorological effects of the test impact. Most of the water released is still in the form of atmospheric vapor, but thick cloud banks have formed. There is every indication that this arid world will soon see its first rain. The survey team's progress has been hampered by frequent mechanical or computer failures in the GPS satellites. Yeah, if you can do something about the atmosphere, it seems like a fine planet. Is there any reason for me not to touch down and look around a bit? I can't think of any. The boys. Landmaster. Debris, research base, and a couple of anomalies. What's out here? Oh, he hates it. He's dead. Now, what's this little probe thing?
On my way.
Recover artifact. Turian insignia recovered. There are no signs of any survivors. The pod is empty except for a small tattered flag marked with the Nimines colony insignia.
Let's get moving.
Just lead the way. I'm here.
I don't suppose there's, like, anything I can collect from the subject, is there? Doesn't really seem like it. Alright. Just head northwest from here.
for a while.
Medkits. Good. Need those.
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
Could be answers at the excavation site.
Nothing about that vessel. And it doesn't look like I can interact with these large tanks.
Cover me.
All right. Let's see what's been left behind. Gonna be something spooky in here.
Over there!
Ooh, a lot of guys.
I've seen this before. Machine cultists. The survey team must have unearthed some alien technology that turned them into mindless fanatics.
Whatever they found, it's long gone now.
Oh, can I force first aid? Oh, you don't have first aid. Ugh, so bright. I was hoping eyes would adjust.
Finally, some action.
That accounts for all of the Exogeni survey team. They were converted to cybernetic husks by devices similar to those used by the Geth on Eden Prime. How they came to be buried on a frontier world so far from Geth territory is a mystery. What you doing there, Rex?
Standing around.
Right behind you, Shepard.
The way a lot of these areas are laid out, it makes me think I should be running around more and, like, making use of all the explosives. Or, like, stealthing so I can actually catch these guys while they're near them. And make use of the ones that are, like, down long corridors that I shouldn't otherwise be in. I don't know, the gameplay loop is kind of short and repetitive. I go in, I kill a bunch of people, I have the opportunity to talk. I loot everything in sight while occasionally hacking into units by playing a small security game. Oh, I came from this way? So that's probably everything to see, then. Oh, okay, that's just an exit. Now, what about that other anomaly? Oh, and the, debris. I swear I can hear something else out here. Oh. There's an enemy up ahead. Electronics skill too low. Oh no, I need Tali for this mission. Unless... Nice. What about the rest of us? What do we want? Getting some stronger shields would be good. Increase my pistol damage. More armor. Single point in Vanguard will get me some nice benefits. But if I know that I get 4 points on a level up, then would 5 get me anything? No, not really. No, I'm 4 away from like getting the next tier on a bunch of different things. Yeah, 1 point Vanguard. You. Regen shield. Or reduce health damage by an additional 10%. Get the next rank of barrier, or I can use stasis. Actually, I don't want to use stasis because it makes them immune to damage. Carnage. 1 point away from maxing out warp. Yeah, barrier. There are some more resources over here. You have successfully surveyed a small deposit of plutonium. Woo! Resources. Okay, now there's just that anomaly over there. This device is transmitting tight beam signals into geosynchronous orbit. This disrupts the survey team's GPS satellites, causing them to crash nearby. That shit's down. There's... oh. Yeah, nothing to extract from this. Nor this or this. One of these might have something. Guess not. It doesn't appear to have revealed anything more on the map. Just the surface is just going to be very empty, isn't it? Ooh. There's more resources over here. A large deposit of uranium. Nice. That still leaves like this corner of the map, potentially. Whoop. Don't want to do that. Might have just launched from this point. Seems like it. Okay. Back aboard. Does that do it for this galaxy? I think so. Which means that does it for this cluster. So head off to the Voyager cluster, and then from there I can go to Pharos. Amazon. Pretty sure I had to go to the Voyager cluster. Might have been Amazon.
Commander, incoming signal from 5th Fleet HQ on the Citadel.
Commander Shepard, something uncomfortable has just come up. In the First Contact War, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. We just received a mission complete burst from one of them.
Where's it been in the meantime?
No idea. Lost in transit. These probes were built in a hurry after First Contact.
The war's over. What difference does it make?
When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology. The probe has a demo nuke built in. A 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead. About equal to the bomb dropped on Hiroshima back in the 20th. If somebody finds that probe, tampers with it, you don't need me to finish, Commander.
God. Dropping signal here.
I understand this must be handled, but I don't have anyone trained to deal with this sort of thing, sir.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb booby traps dangerous and irresponsible. The Alliance would face censure if they find this probe. I'm asking you because the Normandy can get on site quickly and quietly. It's in the Voyager cluster.
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral. And we'll be discreet.
I appreciate that, Commander. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Well, I'm in the correct cluster. Agabinium is a small terrestrial world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Though the planet has sufficient mass to maintain a much thicker atmosphere, much of it has been blasted away. The red giant Amazon is a long-period variable star, currently at the nadir of its 16-year cycle. At peak, its energy output doubles, lashing Agabinium with intense heat and radiation. The crust is mainly composed of aluminum with deposits of tin. Much of the surface is coated with fine silicate dust, which easily penetrates the small cracks to foul machinery. Alright. Sonodoma is the second of the Amazon system's arid superterrestrial worlds. It is considerably less dense than its neighbor Dernuka, and has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron-laced silicates with deposits of sulfur. While scanning the planet, you detected a small deposit of polonium. Dernuka is an enormous terrestrial world, nearly twice the size of Earth. Its environment is similar to that of Mars, arid and a mix of craggy basalt highlands and sand-scoured deserts of iron-laced silicate dust. Dernuka's atmosphere mainly consists of carbon dioxide and argon, but the planet's mass is great enough that measurable amounts of helium and even molecular hydrogen remain trapped in its atmosphere. The planet's gravity well is deep enough that it has collected nearly a dozen small satellites, most captured asteroids. Its surface is scarred by many large impact craters, marking the final resting place of the other captured asteroids. A small rock and ice planet, Sibin has an extremely thin atmosphere of hydrogen sulfide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of magnesium and silicates with deposits of iron. Sibin's crust contains significant deposits of green serpentine, a mineral formed by volcanic activity. This suggests Sibin was a more geologically active world in the distant past. And it has since cooled off greatly. While scanning the planet Sibin, you discovered a large mine grid in geosynchronous orbit. With help from Navigator Presley, your recon team recovered a small unmanned probe marked with the Quadium Outpost insignia. Jimar. is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane and nitrogen in its upper atmosphere. Not much else to say. Scans from orbit have detected a large concentration of nitrogen. And everything else has been looked at, so I guess to Adjuvinium. Go deal with that nuke. Everything's to the north. Ooh, you had a lot of points to spend. I can finish off your decryption and hacking. And 3 points into something else. I'll get you first aid. Aha, there is something to my south. Come on! Can't quite make it. Made it. Deposit of samarium.
Just lead the way. And there's another deposit. Magnesium for me.
Got a visual confirmation on a objective.
The signal's coming from a mine?
Suspicious.
I agree. The probe did not crash. Someone moved it here.
Your grasp of the obvious is inspiring. There's still a nuke down there. Check your corners and watch your back.
Affirmative.
Sorry, that was meaner than I thought it was gonna be, Tolly. Alright, what crazy Nuketown cult has popped up in this mine? Almost there.
That was a detonator, Commander.
Shepard, at last.
Have we met?
My name is Ilanos Halliot. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe?
In most criminal organizations, it's the one who's recognized as the most successful.
That's correct. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed. Failed! I was ruined when your kind held against the Blitz. What better way to recover my reputation than by eliminating the first human Spectre?
We'll find a way out of here.
I rather doubt that. Goodbye, Shepard.
What do we do now, Shepard?
We've got air and light, and the Normandy's still in orbit. Let's look for another way out.
There's no time to get out. You have to disable the bomb before it goes off. Oh, it's got 2 pieces. It's got 3 pieces. Bomb disabled. Oh yeah, the way in has been closed off, so I guess we'll just have to find out where this takes us. I don't think that's terribly far away from where we were. Ooh. Man, that guy just will not die. Is there anyone left down there? Elliot went through a lot of trouble to draw you here. A pity it ended like this, for him at least. Now that you're above ground, your suit radio has re-established connection to the Normandy. Time to get the hell out of here. And nothing out here for me. Oh, there's not going to be anything further here. Should be concerned about is whatever is over here. Who's this? This body's long away from anything and appears to have been here for quite some time. On the body is a book of drawings, including one of the Siglar outpost insignia. Oh, there's another point of interest. Another corpse. Brushing away the carbonization on the door of the contragravity speeder, you see the Nezo brand name. Judging by the charring, the wreckage has been here since the star's last variable peak. The corpse is wearing the remains of an expensive suit and what appears to be melted antique aviator goggles. This is pod racing.
I'm here if you need me.
You lead. I'll follow.
I think I started somewhere over in this corner. That might be everything. A big, wide open desert for racing or fighting a giant worm. Back to Normandy. Alright, we're off to now. I believe that was the only landing point here in Amazon. To maintain its fleets and continue to expand, the Alliance must find new resources wherever it can. You recently surveyed an important deposit and claimed it for the Alliance. There must be more like them in the Traverse. Ah, I see. So I've got to find 66 resources. There's only 6 helium-3 that we need, and I've already found a third of them. But no platinum. Prothean data discs. Research on Prothean culture is focused on the discovery of ancient data discs. Discovered one of the sought-after data discs. Keep searching until you've collected them all. Several Turian outposts and colonies were destroyed during the Unification War. Each colony's insignia also disappeared. Hydra Argos, Sentry Hawking, Strenus Horsehead. Strenus, Sentry, Hydra. Okay, no, I did not need to be in the Voyager cluster. Just more bonus. Huh. Would have thought that those two were close enough that I could have gone straight there. Hercules and Feros. Oh.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Attican Beta Cluster. One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. You need to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
Zathron is a small rock planet with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of boron. Boron! Proximity of the energetic star Hercules causes constant blue and violet aurora in Cyadid's nitrogen-argon atmosphere. During periods of increased solar flares, the aurora are bright enough to read by on the surface, and can be seen with the off-the-shelf optics from a distance of several AU. Cyadid's scorching hot desert is mainly composed of magnesium with deposits of iron. A surprising variety of carbon-based life flourishes in a complex network of cave systems that wind throughout the crust, protected from Hercules' heat and radiation. Ooh, yeah, that is quite hot on the surface. Scanning Cyadid, you discovered a large debris field in geosynchronous orbit. Chief Engineer Adams conducted several detailed sweeps of the area and detected a few items of interest, including a league of one medallion encased in lead molding. Interesting find. Warning, level 1 toxic hazard. Elitania appears to be a world eminently suited for colonization. It's, yeah, very blue and green, good sign. Sadly, appearances are deceiving. It is covered by a verdant carpet of mosses, algae, and lichen. It possesses a thick oxygenated atmosphere. But the animal kingdom is a web of microscopic symbiotic creatures. These are impossible to filter from the air and necessary for the native life to thrive. Unfortunately, they also cause anaphylactic shock when inhaled by non-native life. In short, settlement requires either fully sealed environment suits or replacement of the entire world's ecosystem. Some have proposed limited colonization at altitudes above the symbiote's range, or in areas where favorable winds keep the air clear. So we just have, like, a skyscraper-based society that can't go too low, otherwise they'll experience anaphylactic shock from the native life. Not the worst idea, I suppose. Sartoris is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with high-level decks of sulfur clouds. A layer of hydrocarbons is formed deeper in the atmosphere. Vast electrical storm fronts can be seen flickering across the dark side. While scanning this planet, you detect a large deposit of gold on a nearby moon. Woo, heavy metal. Alright, down to Poison Planet. I'll do Rex and Garrus. Oh, so green, so vibrant. So an anomaly to my right, the recon probe to... oh no, anomaly to my left, recon probe to my right, and some debris straight ahead. And I think I see something over here. What is up with this? You guys friendly? They're paying us absolutely no mind.
Let's get moving.
Huh. Okay, nothing to say about the native wildlife. Just like weird little monkey things. Man, living on a planet with a ring sounds cool. We're fine. Just very, very rocky terrain here. Here is rough. Probably an easier route with less scaling. Yeah, it looks more reasonable. What the heck is that? There's obviously been some intelligent life here before. Just a big ball of mercury. Examining the strange Prothean artifact reveals a small, irregularly shaped slot on the underside. It looks as if some would fit some kind of oddly shaped key or trinket, but where such an object could be found is a mystery you are unlikely to ever solve. I have found orb. I need key to orb. The hand of a great wizard would probably slot into that keyhole perfectly. Man, they really did just choose the worst place to put that. Come on, little caterpillar, go! Made it. Oh, man. These mountains are rough. I feel like the boost or fly button is just worthless. Oh god. Nowhere good to stand here. Successfully surveyed a large deposit of palladium. Wonder if there's an upgrade for my vehicle to make it easier to get around this bullshit, or if it's just bullshit. Oh man, it's all the way back down on the ground. Continue exploring out this way first. A lot easier to get down the mountain than it is up. Back down we go. Oh, there's another little village. Weird little guys. I think I started here. So more northeast and then south. Oops. Well, I already took everything that was worthwhile. Yes, oh, wide open plain. Oh my god. Oh, so nice. Well, this isn't what I was looking for, but okay. Who decided to make a base right here in the village. Monkey. The monkey doesn't have the module. Fill for pockets until I find what I'm looking for. Try not to blow any of them up.
He dropped the data module.
Looks like the data module's still intact. Joker can transmit this info to your Alliance command. Now it gets fun!
Ah! No. No, you're gonna start me all the way back here? Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Doesn't this shit normally start me, like, inside of a base once I've, like, gone through a door? What the hell? Got some gold.
This is the surveillance drone. But where's the data module?
Monkey-like creature seems to have made off with the data module.
Guess we're doing this the hard way.
You sound so sad. At least I know which colony it is. Ugh, stupid monkey. I would love to run through the center here and use these explosives to take out my enemies, but I just don't feel like I'm afforded that opportunity with how heavily they lay on the fire. Alright, save.
He dropped the data module.
Looks like the data module's still intact. Joker can transmit this info to your Alliance command.
Get Rex up. Oh, is he not down?
Charging up.
I think that's all of them. Unless there's someone waiting for me outside. Not enough for level yet. I don't even know when I'm getting levels. Like, I'm not hearing a very notable ping when I've reached a threshold. Alright, I think my mission's accomplished. So I can go gather those resources now. Again. Right side, this northern portion of the map looked a little bit easier to scale. I should be able to get back up fairly easily. Heavy metal acquired. This caterpillar man. Whoa! Almost knocked myself a little too far there. Oh no. And we're fine. Orb thing is... Ah, over there. If I can't unlock it, I should get it on the map. I think there was one other random resource I could find along the way here. Though maybe not. Oh no, that landing was a little too hard. Okay, yeah, I'll do something else here. The center of the map might garner something. A little more freely accessible. just be a lot of nothing and some monkey villages. Yeah, looks like it. Hey, another level up. Okay. I can max out my pistols. Damage reduction, faster recovery time on adrenaline boost. Oh yeah, damn. Reduce that by 30 seconds, and then have it after that. Oh, another point in this though. Spectre will just get me more unity. Maybe I should work my way towards lift. Better than stasis. You. What do you want? Damn, I thought I was gonna get 4 points. Why do I only have 3 here? Regen shields faster. Shotgun damage. Assault rifle damage. Reduce damage taken. Eight. 60. 10. 75. Also an extra meter. And faster recharge time. Maybe. I'm having trouble noticing the effects of warp. I think enemies are going down faster when I've warped them as I shoot them. But like... More health. And you. Really don't feel like there's much reason to finish off decryption or electronics. Definitely doubling the amount that first aid grants might be a good idea. Look at some damping. And I should take a look at gear. Ooh, 216. It's also quite accurate. And a better sniper, though the heat sink on it's not great. Another Omni tool. Or no, I've had this for a while? Yeah. Ooh, and some Turian armor finally. This one's got much better shields, but its damage protection and bionic protection is a fair bit lower. I like the look of this one better. And a Krogan armor, too. Well, no reason not to equip that. Besides how it looks. Yeah, those heavy armors would be nice if I could equip them. But I can't. Lower enemy accuracy. More damage, more force, and a larger radius. Big boom. Damage. He's less likely to get thrown around. I'm less likely to get thrown around. Okay. Back to the Normandy. Several League of One medallions and a few ID tags scattered throughout the systems. The hunt must have been extensive and taken years. Oh. Aye, cool. I think that does it for this system. So I can go to Pharos now. Actually, get along with the plot. Though I think we're going to save that for next time, and I'm just going to fiddle around a little bit with Tali's gear and go talk to people. You guys always hanging out in the same spot, not milling about the ship?
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
Didn't even get
I don't
paid.
know.
Damn.
All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were
I can
some
understand that.
weapons.
I had a job for one day, and
If there was nickel of value on that ship,
I'm pretty sure I didn't
see it.
get paid
That's why I
for
didn't
my
mention it.
services, nor did I really care.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
A little bit more your past. Alright, how about you? You can use either this was my old weapon or the next best weapon after whatever I took. She's still using that good Omni tool. No armor for her yet.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
Is this duty related, Chief?
No, sir. Well, maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens.
What is it with
Rex.
you people?
With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
You mind yourself.
I trust that's not insubordination, I hear.
No, sir. That's patriotism. As noble as the council
That's
members are
racism.
now,
Plain and
if their
simple.
backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
I'm not a racist, but
You sound like one of those Terra Firma party pamphlets, Chief.
Terra Firma is a pack of jackals. The founders had ideals. These days they just play off xenophobia and bigotry. I hope my reasons are more rational. My
But you're
father,
not sure.
Grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, sir. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
You're lucky. I lost my family on Mindoir. Are you related to anyone I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. I read about Mindoir. The Alliance screwed the pooch on that one. Should have had a bigger garrison. Is that why you're out here? To take the fight to the pirates?
No. The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. I still remember my first
Freedom.
field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold breaking.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one I know who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh lord, you went to the Makapog boot camp too? Yeah, Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
Ooh, he's got a word-a-day calendar, I guess. You have to work with aliens. You have to. It's gonna come up if you're gonna be working out in space.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I'm glad there won't be a problem.
Anything else you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
They died, you lived. That happens in this job.
Yes, Commander. Believe me, I understand that. If I had been more...
Put the pass behind you. That was several missions ago.
We never trained to fight.
Our
like
training's supposed... I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
Anything more, Garrus?
Commander,
Ooh.
how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it, too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone.
And he's serving with the Spectre.
Do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Really?
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Not all Spectres are like Saren, you know.
Of course not. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Don't get caught up in the details, Garrus. We'll find him and then we'll stop him. That's all you need to know.
Good point. Thanks, Commander.
There are ways, like proper channels to go after Saren, but it will require greasing a lot of hands.
Let's see what you've got.
I haven't gotten any new licenses recently, so this is all stuff I've already had access to. And this is the first item I could grab that's actually better than what I've got. And it would be a lot of my cash. Oh man, so much crappy low-level stuff. How's it going, Tally?
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
You're used to an old rickety ship rocking you to sleep, are you?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing.
It does feel rather unmanned, but your ships are probably just like way over capacity.
Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Where else have you served, Adams?
You name a class of Alliance. My last assignment was on the Tokyo.
Carry on, Adams.
Nothing new from him. Well, unless there's anybody on the bridge to talk to, I think that'll be it for now. Go talk to Tesler, or whatever his name is. And Doc.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
What's going on?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last
I don't
mission?
see how we could have done things any better. At least, and we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been. Commander?
Not much from him. And nothing in my quarters.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
How about you, Joker?
Commander, something you need?
I have to go.
All right,
No.
see you.
Looks like we're fine. Okay, then I guess that will be it for now. Ooh. Had to activate my stealth systems to get to the main menu? Yeah, fair enough. Alright. That was a good bit of faffing about, exploring little bits of the galaxy. Side stuff definitely does feel like filler. I'm hoping next time when we get back to some of the main missions, they'll have a bit more structure to them. Kind of seems like I'm progressing at a quick rate. Like, I've got about half of my upgrades for my squad. And I believe equipment goes as high as level 10. So the fact that I'm getting like level 5, and I think I might have a piece of level 6 equipment already, makes me wonder if I'm just gonna like cap this stuff out early. But how am I enjoying the driving parts? They're alright. I'm getting a lot of the like Skyrim or Breath of the Wild vibes of scaling the world, just without the added benefit of having a grip gauge. That caterpillar does pretty good work, and the boost allows me to make up for gravity. But honestly, scaling the Highlands back there was pretty rough, especially having to do it twice. Also, hello, homie. And with that, thank you very much for stopping by. We will be back here again tomorrow for some more Mass Effect. But until then, take care and have yourselves a good night.